All right. Good morning, everyone. Yes. Well, thanks for being here because obviously it's a big day for the Jacksonville Waves and the Upshot League. It's a big week, really, as we this Friday we launch the new league, the Upshot League, and the debut of Jacksonville's newest professional sports team, the Jacksonville Waves. It's very exciting times, and we're going to talk a little bit about it and add a little bit to that excitement here today. I just want to thank everybody for being here. Obviously, I know it's here in the morning. Members of the media, thank you. Just to kind of give you a breakdown of how we're going to roll the program here today for our first ever media day. Basically, we're just going to have a little bit of a panel discussion with our guest, and then we'll break off, and you guys, members of the media, can have access to players and staff as well for one-on-one interviews. So that's pretty simple there. So just let me know afterwards who you want, and the staff. Miriam's here to help as well. She's right over here. So we'll get you set up with the interviews you need one-on-one. But this time, you know, this all kind of been we'll talk with Donna a little bit later, but this whole thing it's come together. Here we are. It's hard to believe that it's a little bit of a vision has come to fruition here, and it all starts here today, and obviously on Friday there as well when they hit the hardwood. Now, along the way, when you're starting a new league and a new team, you got to have a lot of support, obviously from the community, from fans, and obviously from a lot of partners. And a lot of businesses in the area stepped up to the plate here to support this team. They're very much excited. And we have a founding partner, and that founding partner is CSI Companies. And let's give a round of applause for them because I'm going to introduce our guest here. CSI Companies is our founding partner. We also announced a couple other partners here. That is AccuView, the contact lens company, the leading brand there as well. Yep. And Florida Blue, a very well-known company here in the area as well. But looking at the CSI, they're not only the presenting sponsor, the founding sponsor, of the Jacksonville Waves season. They're also the presenting sponsor of today's media day. And here on behalf of CSI Companies is the COO of the company, and that's Miss Kate May. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, I'm here.
Well, welcome. Thank you again. Obviously, we have to have these partners, right, to keep things going and to get us off on the right start. Jacksonville's done a great job already with that. You guys were quick to jump on board. I just really kind of want to know, what inspired you guys to get involved with this team.
Honestly, I mean, meeting the players right now, it's this right here. It wasn't, why did we decide to do it or what inspired us? We were like, how fast can we sign? We wanted to be the first because we wanted to be up here presenting along with you guys. It's very exciting. I'm from Jacksonville, born and raised, and our company is headquartered in Jacksonville, Florida, and this is awesome. We wanted to be part of the first partnership with Waves and just really be behind it and really be behind the momentum because we can see it all and feel it all here.
That's awesome. Yes, I saw the handshakes there, meeting everybody here, and that's really kind of it's about. It's a community, and really, what's the broader vision, though, for supporting this team along with the Jacksonville community as well?
Yeah, I mean, the mission and vision of CSI Companies is really first and foremost to give back to the community, and I've already seen this organization everywhere in Jacksonville. It's incredible. It's only been a few weeks and there's been momentum all over. I haven't even told you guys, I have a 4-year-old daughter that's already played 2 seasons of girls basketball. Just so you know, I'm a retired coach. 1 season of 5 and under girls basketball was enough for me, but I'm good at organizing snacks. But, and so she was with my mother a weekend ago, and she was spending the day, and they went to a YMCA for a family day, and they got to meet Coach Jess and some of the players, and she called and told me how much fun it was and how cool it was to meet all these basketball players. They had no clue the connection that we have as far as a partnership, but she saw some female basketball players, and it was awesome. So that's what it's all about, just seeing everybody here. I've seen Coach Jess all over Jacksonville, which is just really incredible. And we're really just getting started, which is something I'm very proud of.
Yeah, and you brought up a good point there. Just seeing, obviously just seeing women's basketball players, that was something that, whoa, look at that. It's so neat. It's inspiring, right? And we've seen a tremendous growth in women's sports across the map, different sports as well. So very good point. You mentioned that. We're going to be talking to Donna Orender about that a little bit as well. But it's very true, though, and that's really what this league's just adding to that growth here that we have across the country. What are you most excited about when it comes to this season, and what are you looking forward to the most?
I mean, honestly, meeting these players. It is so cool just meeting Ree, who's from Jacksonville, and talking about how all our family's here and is going to come out. But also meeting players that are from all across the country. And, you know, CSI companies, we're all about workplace solutions and hiring and building players. We hire a lot of athletes. So getting to meet the players and getting to know that they're more than just a basketball player. They have different ambitions, and this is something that we can really invest not only in the community, but we can invest in the players. So I'm excited to see them and see them be very successful here.
Just a little bit. Can you just talk a little bit about your company here and what CSI brings to the table and what they offer and how people can learn more?
Yeah, absolutely. We were founded in '94, and again, we're headquartered in Jacksonville, Florida. We work nationwide. A lot of it is around healthcare and IT solutions, but we've spent a lot of time. We hire a lot of college athletes, a lot of people, because you have that mindset, you have that work ethic, and you're willing to put in the hard work to be successful. But we love to work with people and work with athletes on building their resume, building their interview skills, building their professional skills, so that can be something that can go along with you, you know, across the country. Hopefully you're playing forever, and hopefully it will just help you in these press conferences. But we want to inspire, you know, a lot of the athletes that we know there's more that you have to give as well.
All right. Well, listen, Kate, thank you so much, really just for jumping on board, being the founding partner of this team. We look forward to the season and many years to come, but can't do it without your support, so thank you.
Absolutely, Andy. Thank you. Thank you, girls. We're excited to come on Friday, and we're going to be hooting and hollering for you guys.
All right. Thank you, Kate. Appreciate it.
Of course.
All right. Well, we're going to continue to meet our guests here. Throughout this program here, and it's got to start somewhere. When you're building a program, you got to start building the people that get the league, and then you got to build somebody you got to find somebody that's going to help build a team, and that's who our first person introduction is going to be here today, and that is the head coach of the Jacksonville Waves, and that's Jess Ogie. Jess, how are you? Great. Oh, you probably get the mic here if I'm going to ask questions there. Just to give you a little bit about information about Jess, she brings more than 20 years of coaching experience, a proven record of player development, recruiting, and program building across all levels of women's basketball. She spent 14 years at the NCAA Division I level with key stops at Hofstra, right here in Jacksonville, at JU, and the University of Memphis. While at Jacksonville, she played a pivotal role in the nation's largest single turnarounds, highlighted by a 12-win improvement and a victory over a Big Ten opponent. At Memphis, she delivered 3 consecutive top 35 nationally ranked recruiting classes. She can recruit. There's no doubt about that. Yep, she's pointing there. There's some nods here up front with some of the other players. And, of course, she also had the AAC's #1 class in 2019. So she's done a good job here in building and recruiting. And then also on the development side, you coach 5 future WNBA players, strengthening the passion and that next generation. So, Jess, you've done a heck of a job here. I know it's something that you've got to be excited about, that you had the ties to Jacksonville, and now here you are back in Jacksonville launching the first ever professional women's basketball team.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's like I feel like it was just yesterday I was sitting here for my own press conference, and my assistant coach, Coach Janelle, she was here with me that day as well. But what a journey it's been. Like you said, talking about 20 years in the collegiate realm, I really have always prided myself in being a player's coach, and I think that's a testament to the fact that I have 3 former players here on this roster with me. Right down there, I've got Madison Griggs, who played for me at the University of Memphis and was part of those elite recruiting classes, Emma Von Essen at Hofstra, and then right here to the right is our El Capitan, Ariel Hearn. So I think that's been, one of the greatest joys of this journey, is being able to do it with some of my former players, but also ones that, I was very pivotal. I knew a lot of these players previously. I knew Renaya from my time here at Jacksonville. Basketball is a small world. We all have ties and connections at some point. So I'm just so thankful that this group here believed in this vision that I was able to put forth from a recruiting standpoint, but also the vision that Donna and the foundation that Donna and Taj have really laid with the Upshot League, and just super excited to get on the court on Friday.
Yeah, I know it's going to be a lot of fun. It's flown by. The time's flown by. Here we are. We're ready to go. I do want to introduce our 3 players up here, and then we'll all start getting on some questions here. Right here next to Jess here is Ariel Hearn out of Memphis, Tennessee. She played collegiately at Memphis from 2012 to 2016. She became the program's top scorers and perimeter shooters, a 2-time All-American Athletic Conference selection, She finished first, but she's currently second in Memphis history in career three-pointers with 218. She scored over 1,900 points there. Oh, I sense something's going on here in the front. Yeah, yeah. I see. I think I got what's happening here. Professionally, she competed in Athletes Unlimited. In 2024, she was signed training camp contract with WNBA's Phoenix Mercury. So, Errol, welcome. We'll get to you in just a second here. Just want to introduce your teammates. The other teammate we got, right here in our hometown here in Jacksonville, Florida. That's Renaya Davis, a John Ribot High School legend, McDonald's All-American. Played collegiately at Tennessee from 2017 to 2021, where she became one of the program's most decorated players. She was a 2021 Senior Class Award winner, the first Lady Vol in program history to earn that honor. Two-time first-team All-SEC selection by the coaches. She was named the Tennessee Sports Writers Association Women's College Basketball Player of the Year, which was recognized nationally by Cheryl Miller. It was an award finalist, the Wade Trophy Watch List, the Naismith Trophy. I mean, it just goes on and on. Yeah, I can. Yeah, and I was getting to that next. And obviously, she was drafted by the Minnesota Lynx there in 2021. Spent some time as well with the Indiana Fever. So another tie to the WNBA. So, Renaya, welcome back. Glad to have you here. And then we have Cheyenne. Cheyenne Sellers, how are you? Awesome. Well, you played collegiately at Maryland from 2021 to 2025. You emerged as one of the top players in the Big Ten. You earned AP All-American Honorable Mention honors in 2025, so very recent. All Big Ten first team in 2024 and 25, while also earning Big Ten team first team honors by the members of the media. You played professionally and obviously 17th overall in the 2025 WNBA draft. You're selected by the Golden State Valkyries. And you've also played in the Israeli Premier League as well. So let's hear it for our coaches and players as we're going to dive into it and learn a little bit more about them. So, Coach, really just when we talk about, you have a history in building programs, building teams, recruiting. You got a lot of your players here, a few upstage here, obviously. Just, going into the season, you've seen a few weeks of practice now. What do you got? What kind of team? What can people expect out of Jacksonville Waves basketball this year?
I have a group that's just hungry. They're hungry. They're excited to get together. They have great chemistry both on and off the court. We're going to play fast. We're going to play with some pace and some space. We are going to defend, right, ladies? But no, it's just a fun group, and it's going to put a product on the floor that I think everybody is going to be really excited to see. And we're going to play with a grit, something that this Jacksonville really embodies, and we're going to embody the city as a whole. And just really excited to get to work.
When you look at your opponent, Charlotte, you take Charlotte on this weekend. The Charlotte Crown, the first opponent here for the Jacksonville Waves. I know there's not a lot of game film on these teams, things such as that, but I know you're very familiar. You talk about it being a small world. I'm sure you're familiar with their players. What does Charlotte bring to the table for that matchup on Friday?
Yeah, I think, very similar to us. They're going to come in here. They're going to be hungry. They're going to want to compete. They're excited, right? We're all building a legacy. We're building a foundation. That's something the future generations can really look back on. So they're going to come in here with that competitive fire. But we're going to hopefully, come out on top for sure. No doubt.
All right. Sounds like a plan here. Renaya, I just want to start with you with a question here. Obviously, got the ties to Jacksonville. What's it mean to you to come back here and compete for this professional team here in the launch of this new team here in Jacksonville? You just got to hold it close.
Okay. Yeah, it means a lot for me to be back home. Obviously, just left training camp in Seattle, but this opportunity for me is different than anywhere else because all of my family is here, all of my friends are here, everybody I grew up with is here, so this community is special to me. I'm special to this community, so hopefully we get some fans in the seats on Friday and moving forward,
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you were drafted by Minnesota in the WNBA. I know everyone kind of remembers it really at all sports, so that draft day. Talk a little bit about maybe that experience being drafted, and I know it's always exciting.
Yeah, I was lit on draft day. I was lit. That was the best night of my life, like, hands down. But, you go through life and life play out how it play out. But I'm just grateful for the opportunity to play basketball. You know, like I said, this is a special opportunity for me just playing at home. So, yeah.
All right, sounds good. Well, one question for you here. Do you have a favorite memory competing here in your career? I know there's more to come, but so far, to date.
In Jacksonville?
Yeah, sure. Jacksonville or wherever, even at Tennessee, wherever. What's your favorite memory here throughout your career that you can recall?
I mean, obviously, draft night was a big night for me. And then we won a national championship in Madison Square Garden right
wow.
here, Jacksonville, Lady
Yeah.
Trojans. Go Lady Trojans.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. No doubt about that. Shai, I just wanted to ask you a question here. Just looking at going into this professional basketball season, what goals have you set for yourself and going into that opening year?
Yeah, I mean, just to win, that's the main focus for me. We've been blessed with a great group of girls. It's really competitive in practice, so I'm just excited to get back out on the court and just win.
Looking at over your career there, there's obviously a lot of people you come in contact, whether it's a coach or a mentor, former player. What's the best piece of advice that you've received throughout your career?
I guess be where your feet are. I think that's the hardest thing, is always looking out in the future, what could come, what should have happened. But being where your feet are is probably the best thing I've ever heard.
All right, Ariel, I'll ask you that same question as well. What's some of the best advice maybe you've received in your career, whether it was a coach or somebody along the way that maybe guided you a little bit? What's some of the best advice?
I would say just finding joy in the journey, not getting so caught up in the destination, because when you get to the destination, sometimes you just forget about the journey. So just finding joy in every step that it took to get to the destination.
Very good. Now, you got the nickname, it's easy with the name Ariel, but you got the nickname Air. Talk a little bit about how that came to be.
This came about a couple of years ago. One of my teammates just couldn't pronounce my name correctly. I don't know why. But I've always called myself Air, and when she was mispronouncing my name, I just told her just to call me Air, and she asked me why, and I told her that I was a big believer in God, and He is the king of my life. I am His daughter, so therefore I am His heir. I spell it A-I-R because everybody needs air in life.
Okay.
And God put something in me to give to the world.
Very nice. That's good. That's an excellent answer. Well, you got some of your teammates here. They're in the crowd, spread out. Obviously, some on stage. I know it's still early, but I'm going to kind of put you on the spot a little bit here. You got any pranksters on the team? Is there like the team clown, let's say? Anyone likes to keep the mood light?
A prankster?
Yeah. There's
don't
people
know.
pointing at you right now. So
I don't know if we can say that we've discovered a prankster, but
I'm going to take that.
All right, you take it.
It's Air.
I asked that.
She
I
might have-
asked the culprit.
You asked,
Okay.
Yeah, she might have pulled one on me yesterday. Yeah, she might have pulled one on me yesterday during a filming, and I might have. It was a good one.
That's good. Oh man, I called on there. I don't know. I just had a hunch. I guess I had a hunch. Renee, I got a question for you. You've played a lot of big games throughout your career. How do you handle big game pressure?
You just hoop for real. Like, literally, we've been playing basketball for majority of our life, so that's what it's all about. That's, like, those are the moments that we want to be in, so you just go out there and do it.
All right. Coach, come back to you here. What do you look for when we talked about a little bit of the recruiting and what you've built, but when you are recruiting players and you're looking at what you want to bring to your team, what are the qualities and characteristics you look for in a player?
Yeah, first and foremost, it was about good people. Between every one of them, I do a little 360 recruiting. Most of them I kind of knew. I think 90% of them. And the other 10 I had direct ties to, so that really helped. And it was about bringing in quality people that I could felt not only represent me, but represent the brand of Jacksonville Waves, but also the city and this community. And I think that's what we have at the forefront. We have great human beings. On top of that, then it comes to, I want a competitive dog. Like, I want the competitive fire, those players that are just hungry, that they have goals and aspirations, and ones that I can help them reach their goals and aspirations. And ultimately, that's what we're all here for. We want to win, not just on Friday, not just this season, but in life. And we're here to help them be a part of that.
Yeah, you're just looking at, I know you and I had an opportunity just the other day. Yep, absolutely. Lots of snaps, lots of claps. The other day, I know just seeing how excited this group is. I had a chance to walk with you at the player townhomes, and as we were getting everybody moved in, and everybody was pretty fired up. I could see it; it was great. But I know that come on Friday, these girls are ready to go.
That they are. Like I said, these players, you're talking the elite of the elite, right? They've been at every level, and to find the joy, as they've all said, in this journey and in this process is the most rewarding part right now. And I just can't wait to begin Friday with them on the hardwood, and makes the city proud.
We mentioned the recruiting and what you look for when you do try to bring someone on. What's your approach for player development, Jess? Like, whether is it through film sessions? Is it through just working on the side one-on-one? What's your approach?
Yeah, we have an elite staff over there. Big shout out to all my staff. I'd say we have the best in the league here. But we've already, we have role meetings, we've had film sessions, we have individual player development, and it's going to become even more steadfast with that. As travel amps up and stuff, it becomes, hey, we're going to sit down and really develop what are their goals. We've already done the broad overview of what are their goals in life and with the Upshot League, but now how do we help them reach those goals within and really have that micro focus?
Donna, do you mind coming up here? Yeah, coming up here. Donna Orander, everybody, the founder, commissioner of the league. I know she was itching to get up here. Give you one of those. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Donna, great to see you again. I know you've been at a lot of these. We talked about this whole vision came from years and years ago. I know you and Andy Kaufman, the CEO of Zoyer Sports Entertainment, but you guys had a lot of meetings, and it's coming together here. Really just for everyone, how did this vision start, and to get to the point where we're standing up here talking about a league starting up on Friday?
I saw you. It started with a belief that women's sports has tremendous value, and that Jacksonville and Savannah and all the cities that we're about to go to would benefit from having extraordinary women athletes. I can't even tell you how gorgeous you all are. In a community, right? What we like to say is rising talent uplifts all communities. And I think I'll never forget, I'll talk about this on Friday, I'll never forget the time Andy said, let's just do it ourselves. I never hesitated. And so here we are. An endeavor like this, much like our careers, whatever they may be, happens in incremental steps. None of them may seem too big, but at the end you can look back and say this is an exponential time and movement. And so just to be here is yet one of those incremental steps. I didn't want to miss the chance of being with all of you and recognizing all of the teams that contribute to make this happen. Our marketing sales teams that are in the back, you can raise your hand. We wouldn't be here without them. Woo. Right? Our arena teams, our corporate sales teams, and our companies that are supporting us, right? Even you, reader. Even you.
Even me? That's awesome. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. And, Donna, you have so much experience, right, in this game as a player and as a leader. Obviously, you spent some time there at the WNBA as the president of the WNBA. Now here you are running and kicking things off here with Upshot. And one of the things is, you talk about, I like the name of this Jacksonville team, the Waves, and what it stands for. I don't know if a lot of people know that Waves is actually an acronym. That stands for Women Accepted for Volunteer Services. This comes from NASJAX back during the war times when it kind of empowered women to take on roles that weren't actually part of, it wasn't expected of them during those days. But, at wartime, everybody's got to step up there. And I really liked how the Waves, obviously, Jacksonville, the beach, but obviously what that acronym stands for is actually pretty cool.
Right, so do all of you know the story about where the Waves come from?
Yeah, I'm going to let you get in it.
So you understand that Jacksonville is a city of bridges and water, right? It's where the currents of the Atlantic Ocean meet the currents of the St. Johns River. By the way, not to get too historical, but one of 3 rivers that run north in the entire United States. But it's also a city of service. And in 1945, there were women who were called into service, and they were called Waves. Women accepted for voluntary exceptional service. Women breaking barriers in a time where women weren't expected to do the kind of work they were called upon to do on behalf of this nation. They started right here in Jacksonville in 1945. There were 88,000 of them across the country. And therefore, if you look at our logo, do you see that little star? That star represents our military. And Jacksonville happens to be the second or third largest veteran community in the country, and we're really proud of our service. But you are aligned now with women who have broken barriers, from waves to waves. And what happens when we make a lot of waves? Right? We make change, and we create a world-class city. And you're part of that. And I couldn't be prouder.
No, that's great. I wasn't certain how many people do that, so I thought it was important to bring that up. I mean, you're talking about a new team. We've got to find that founding part of it and what built it. And thank you for...
I really appreciate that, because I really do feel when you tell the stories and how we all connect, it adds a depth and a meaning to why we're all here.
Very community-based there as well. And then, really just looking at the community here, how involved are all these teams in Upshot? Really, as far as, league-wide, Donna, what's going to be their commitment to, growing the game in all of the cities? I mean, we're starting off with, Jacksonville, Savannah, Charlotte, Greensboro. We're adding Baltimore and Nashville later, and then some. But, what's going to be, is that going to be obviously one of the main goals here for all those markets is growing the game as well throughout the regions?
Yeah, it's about growing the game. It's about uplifting communities, right?
Yep.
And you want to do it where it matters most to you. It's usually where you live or where you play or where they love you most, and we're going to love you most. But we're going to say that to all of our teams, Alex, because that's what matters. We like to say the Upshot League is a league of opportunity. It's an opportunity on the court. It's an opportunity on the sidelines for all of our coaches, right? It's an opportunity in our front offices in every single market that we're in. It's an opportunity for all the ancillary businesses, our media, that touch the sports world, right? And it's an opportunity for our communities to come together in a time where coming together has never meant more than it is right now. And so that is our commitment. That is our commitment where, communities can connect and joy happens.
Absolutely. It's very important. Looking at, this league here, and obviously it was released last week that the company Dunkman, which is founded by Shaq.
Did you guys see that? What'd you think? Right? Right? What do you think? I know. And so here's the deal. We don't know when, but I'm saying this right here because he's watching. Shaq, you said you're coming. We're just waiting for you to get through your work, and we'll be ready for you. He's coming.
Yep, that's right. So I was going to say, Dunkman, it's company. His company, Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, everybody knows that name. He's going to be doing the uniforms here for this league, which is great. And he said he had a quote here, and I really like this quote. This is from Shaquille O'Neal. It's about time women's basketball is being recognized. I'm a big fan. These players can really play. There are more great players than there are opportunities. And the Upshot League, which tips off on the 15th, is creating those opportunities. And I think that's big because you're right. There's so many great players, and it's a numbers game sometimes. And this league is providing that opportunity for players all across to have that chance there. I really like that quote by him because really that is kind of the vision.
But he's been fantastic in his support, I can tell you. I love getting these little videos because he likes to send them. But he's a real believer, and it is a numbers game. We are a league of elite-level athletes, right? Fans across the country know who you are, and they can't wait to root for you. And the communities you're in will get to know you better. And so we couldn't be more proud of the opportunities that we are creating. Really, we couldn't. It's awesome.
No, absolutely. I mean, just looking league-wide, with the rosters being announced yesterday league-wide, I mean, there's more than 40 athletes with WNBA, international, and elite NCAA experience. Here in Jacksonville, 6 players bring WNBA experience through draft selections, training camps, professional. 8. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate that. and played internationally across Europe. I mean, NCAA tournament bids. I mean, big programs. Tennessee, people have heard of Tennessee. So Maryland, LSU, Alabama, West Virginia. I mean, it just goes to show you the quality and the level that the fans can be expecting.
Let's call out Hofstra, shall we?
Yeah, Hofstra. There you go. Are they the golden? Wait. I know they were the Flying Dutchman, but they changed, right? Yeah, that did change. Okay. That's right. There you go. So I remember the names there. So I'm going to give a question here to the players, and each of you can just kind of answer this question here, and just a little bit about going into the season here. But looking at yourself, if you had advice, I mean, we've talked about it here. There's young girls out there. Kate mentioned it there that that they look up to the players and see, wow, there's opportunities here for me. What advice would you three give here to maybe any girls out watching that are basketball players and they want to be in your shoes one day?
Yeah, I mean, I would say enjoy it, enjoy the process. I mean, my AAU coach used to say it best. He used to say, when it's all said and done, all you have left is the memories. So I think just enjoy the process. Like Eric said, don't get caught up in the destination. Enjoy the journey.
That's great.
Renaya?
That was a good answer. I don't have like a cute quote like that, but I know for me, it's just been important to focus on my own journey. I don't know if I'm wording this right, but I think it's important to just focus on your journey. I think we could get caught up in seeing what everybody else is doing sometimes, or maybe things may not be going ideally how we envision or how it's going for somebody else, but I think it's important to enjoy your own journey and love your own life. I think that's huge,
Very nice.
Two great answers. I mean, I think I can just only piggyback. Both of y'all had something to what I was going to say. Just whatever you love to do, go after it and don't stop. And if you really love to do it, it will come with a lot of sacrifices and you will face a lot of adversity. But if you love to do it, then it'll be worth it to go through it. And yeah, just follow your own path. Don't just get caught up in looking left and looking right. And just enjoy it. Enjoy the ups and the downs and find a balance.
All right, Jess, I'm going to give you an opportunity to kind of give your closing statement here about we're going to the season, this is it. How are you going to send this thing off? And then I'm going to give it back to Donna.
No, I mean, I'm just so thankful to go on this journey with this group. I talked about from day one just the elite people that I have, and I think just these three being able to represent us today, I want to give them a clap.
Claps.
Yeah, give them their shout out and their flowers because I thought you guys have represented us exactly how we want. And I'm so excited. So I know there's only a few tickets left from what I understand. So get your tickets. May 15th, Friday, 7 p.m. here. Duval.
Good, give it a
Okay, we got to work on it. Oh, my God. Here we go.
We're going to get it together. Everybody going to do it at some point this year. We're going to get it together.
You want to lead it?
Right now?
Sure. Give it a good one.
Duval. Damn, the mic went out on me. Hold on, I got to try
Maybe
that
not so
again.
close.
The mic don't went out on me. Duval.
Hey, what's that? Everybody have to do it.
It's not messing with me, but y'all going to get it.
It was, there you go. It was so good, the mic just you couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it.
Let me try something. Wave gang!
Woo, that did it. That got it.
We're going with Waves. Okay, I just want to let you know, there's no tickets left. I'm going to scout mine. They're going for double the price right now. I need a little extra cash. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to give you the final opportunity here,
Alex,
Donna.
you did a great job. What I would just like to do, this is every step of the way in this journey is a moment of our collective history, all of us. And so at this point in time, I'd like to invite all of the members of the Waves to join us up here. You guys are all laughing at me in the front. Come on. Come on, huh? Come on, old girls, let's go.
Hold on. Their feet are too big.
Hey, girls, come on. Come on. Here we go. All right, and we'd also like to, Kate from CSI Companies, our presenting partner here. Also, if you remember, she's a coach. She's a coach and my friend. Come on up. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so proud to present today on Media Day your Jacksonville Waves.
Woo!
Okay, and the rest of Jesse's 14,000 staff person, come on up. Let's go. Coach Janelle, you should be up here. Come on. Come on, Coach Janelle. Come on, Janelle.
Make sure you're seated. Sit up there.
You go. You go. You go. That's really cool.
Yeah, come on.
Go ahead. All the tall girls, get in the back.
Yeah, there we go.
Get in the front.
We got it.
You, no, I am also, because you are a sweetheart. Okay, the next time we see you, we will be in, not me, of course, but they will be in Dunkman uniforms, right? Getting ready to play the Charlotte Crown in front of a sold-out arena. History in Jacksonville, Florida, is being written every single day. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Alex.
And thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. We will break off for the one-on-one interviews, but Miriam's over here. I'll be here as well. We can help grab whoever you'd like to speak with. But want to thank everybody again this Friday. The Waves take on the Charlotte Crown for the inaugural game. Also want to remind everybody that tonight at 6 p.m. at the Sheraton Jacksonville, we have a meet and greet with all of the players. So if you want to come on out, media opportunities there as well. But in the meantime, thank you and go Waves.